There aren't too many rare tulips, but this is a rare tulip. This is a tulip bass. The tulip guitar, the Teisco tulip guitar, is like the Volkswagen Beetle of guitars in America. They're just everywhere. So you'll see them as rare, not rare. The bass, you don't find these anywhere. And what is really wild about this bass, it's just a tulip guitar with bass, with a little bit bigger head, bass tuners, and a bass bridge on it, and they call it a bass. 24.5-inch scale. It's a tulip guitar with bass strings on it. And when I bought it, it said short scale, but I didn't know how short it was. I didn't know you could make them this small. But you know what? It works. It works. I can see why you, if you were a guitar player and you're used to just the, the feeling of the guitar neck, this would be natural for you. It just, the biggest question I had is what kind of strings you put on this thing. Okay, so it turns out you just put regular old bass strings on there. I got a set of 95 to 45 strings on there, and it works fine. It works fine. So when I got it, of course, it was just the body and the neck, but the tuners were included, and the tuners are really pretty good. And they were all greased up inside, and they work very well. They're very smooth. In fact, what's nice about them is they're safety tuners, and the string goes down in there, and it actually fits in there. A lot of the times you get these things, and the slot's not big enough for a 95 string. This one worked. It also came with half of the bridge. The saddle piece wasn't there, but the other contraption was with it. There should have been originally a cover over this. Can't find one of those anywhere. Decided just to leave it the way it was. I did make a new saddle piece out of polycarbonate and was able to intonate it. I have my doubts that this thing was ever intonated correctly to begin with, because it's just a straight shot. But by the location, you can see that I had to bring the intonation behind the pegs, and it's notorious with all of these old Japanese guitars. They never put the bridge in the right spot anyway. This one's in the right spot, and it intonates really just about perfectly. Then I put one of my Type 13 bass pickups on there, and the difference between one of these pickups and what goes on the guitar is the formula with the size of the wire I use. I use a more aggressive wire on a bass because it brings out more of that grit in the bass. If I just took one of my regular guitar silver foils and put it on there, it would be too mushy sounding. So this has a little bit more bite to it. Whereas if I put this on the guitar, it would sound so shrill you'd die. So it works out perfectly. Makes a great bass pickup. Had no guard or anything here, so I got just a master tone, master volume. That's it. Nice, easy, simple, indestructible, classic Kawaii Teisco neck. The old thin plywood body with all the splits and checks that happens on all of these things. Really pretty good shape though. I mean, the neck is in amazing shape. It's not hardly dinged up at all. I gave it a new radius, new fret job, new bone nut. Got rid of the 0 fret. It's really pretty good. It's really pretty good. It's a really rare tulip bass.